Hey guys, how's it going? One night, Truman and Patricia were fast asleep at home. Suddenly, a strange noise woke them up and their instincts kicked in. What's going on here? They cautiously went down the stairs and, surprise! There was a girl who looked exhausted, sleeping on the couch. Turns out, she was one of Truman's clients who had fallen asleep after a night of partying. Truman, the hard-working businessman, often hosts small parties to network and seek business opportunities, hoping to strike a deal with clients. However, on the flip side, Patricia seems uneasy. She starts to doubt everything, feeling like her husband's efforts are in vain. But Truman remains optimistic. He believes there's one important deal that could be the solution to paying off their debts. Amid financial difficulties, Truman goes and buys an expensive car to impress clients. This really disappoints Patricia. She speaks up about the heavy burden of debt they are facing, even mentioning she's willing to look for a part-time job. However, Truman remains stubborn. He wants Patricia to stay at home, because he believes success is just around the corner. Alright guys, in this scene we're going to meet Weston, a wealthy entrepreneur famous among the elite. He lives a luxurious life with his beautiful wife Marina and their son Robbie. And there's Belle, their loyal maid. But behind all that glamour, this family may look perfect but often gets so caught up in their individual affairs that they forget their family responsibilities, especially attention for Robbie. When Belle reminded them about Robbie's birthday, guess what happened? Alex and Marina were totally indifferent. They just told Belle to ask Robbie to pray for things to go well. How disappointing is that, right? Robbie clearly felt neglected and unappreciated. But there was a sweet moment when Belle appeared with a cake and a gift for Robbie. He briefly felt happy, although that happiness faded quickly. At school, Robbie tried to approach Cheryl, but ended up getting rejected. This really brought his mood down. Feeling sad, Robbie decided to skip school and went off on his own. However, Alex found out and went straight to him at home. He emphasized the importance of academic success for getting into a prestigious university. As a punishment, Alex took away Robbie's car keys. For Alex, educational success is top priority. Truman is all pumped up to entertain his wealthy and influential client Manson for dinner. He's really hoping this could be the turning point towards a crucial deal. But here's the catch. Once again, Manson's attention is drawn to Patricia. Manson boldly crosses boundaries by flirting with Patricia without restraint, leaving her furious. Eventually, Patricia opens up to Truman about Manson's behavior. However, caught up in work pressure and eager to seal the deal, Truman advises Patricia to just relax and go along with Manson's advances. Initially hesitant, Patricia eventually agrees to compromise her dignity for the sake of the deal. The next day, Truman was devastated as all his efforts and sacrifices ended up in bitter disappointment. The expected deal fell into Alex's hands. He tried to have a civil conversation with his boss, Mike, only to be told that Alex was more valuable to the company, escalating the crisis. Truman returned home feeling shattered, prepared to break the bad news to Patricia. On what should have been a relaxing Sunday, Patricia was shocked when Truman told her she had to work. But guys, this ends tragically. At the office, Truman lost hope and he tragically took his own life by shooting himself. After Truman's death, Patricia was completely devastated. A few days after losing her husband, she went to his office to inquire about the insurance policy Truman had. But guys, here's the kicker. Mike coldly informed her that the policy was voided due to Truman's actions. Just imagine how deeply this hurt Patricia. She then went to her husband's office to gather his belongings. There, she came across a family photo of Alex. She started copying important data from Truman's computer. The revenge plan was starting to take shape. Patricia's first move? She straight up heads to Manson's house, the troublemaker causing all the issues. She confronts him brutally and shoots him in broad daylight. After that, Patricia starts keeping an eye on Alex, and eventually discovers that Robbie is Alex's son. She disguises herself as a caring parent, then manages to obtain Robbie's school letter. In that letter, she writes to Robbie's parents about the need for tutoring. Later, Patricia receives a call from Marina, inviting her for a tutoring discussion at their home. Pretending to be Amanda, Patricia goes to Robbie's house. When Marina asks when the tutoring can start, Patricia lies and says she needs to postpone due to ongoing house renovations and needing temporary accommodation. And guess what? Robbie kindly offers their home. Patricia agrees after Alex and Marina show her the guest house. In the next scene, Patricia picks up Robbie from school in a seductive manner. Yep, she aims to captivate Robbie. Upon reaching the mansion, Patricia begins the tutoring session, unaware that Robbie has already fallen for her. As time passes, Patricia also starts forming a friendship with Marina. From here, Patricia gathers a lot of information about the Weston family. She becomes a reliable assistant, helping Marina with various tasks. However, there's a darker side. Patricia discovers Marina's dependence on anxiety medication, and she starts adding sedatives to Marina's coffee and wine. One night, while Robbie was playing basketball in the backyard, he caught a glimpse of Patricia changing clothes at the mansion. Naturally, he got curious and started spying. But Patricia noticed and ended up teasing Robbie. Before things could escalate, Belle suddenly appeared and scolded him. She took Robbie away. When Belle was absent and Alex and Marina were occupied, Patricia saw an opportunity to approach Robbie. She approached Robbie, warned him to stop snooping around, and mentioned that he could just ask directly if he wanted something. Curious, Robbie followed Patricia to her room. There, Patricia promised to teach him everything she knew. She encouraged Robbie to relax, and they began to experience moments that heightened the tension. The next morning, Patricia had a friendly chat with Alex before returning to her room. However, upon arrival, she found Belle adjusting the curtains. And that's where Patricia's evil intentions began to surface. She wanted to get rid of the old woman. So, without anyone knowing, Patricia sneaked into the house while Alex and Marina were at work. She descended to the basement and cunningly set a trap using thin wire and switched off the light bulb. Tragically, as Belle descended the dark stairs, she tripped and met a sorrowful end. After that, when Robbie came home from school, Patricia was thrilled to see Robbie's improved grades and resumed sharing intimate moments. However, the atmosphere shifted when Marina returned from work and began calling for Belle. With no response, she searched and discovered Belle's body in the basement. Authorities arrived to handle the grim news, while Marina was devastated by the loss of Belle. That evening, Patricia approached Alex, who appeared upset by all these events. She tried to reassure Alex and mentioned she could help him relax. However, guys, when Alex hugged Patricia from behind near the pool table, Robbie, who was watching through the window, saw everything. When Patricia realized Robbie was there, she pretended as if Alex was forcing her. This caused Robbie to start resenting his father. After that, Patricia said she wanted to help take care of Marina since Belle was gone. But she continued to poison Marina, by drugging the tea Marina drank and requesting more pills using Marina's identity. Later, Patricia went to Robbie's room to apologize for what happened in the billiard room. She claimed that Alex forced her, deepening Robbie's hatred towards his father. Patricia then offered Marina the drug tea again. Meanwhile, Marina thanked Patricia for their friendship. But make no mistake, we can clearly see Alex's marriage falling apart. On the other hand, Robbie bid farewell to Patricia before heading off to university. The scene quickly shifts to Marina's house, where she is alone during a stormy night. She begins to feel fearful and anxious. Suddenly, she receives a chilling phone call and senses a threatening presence. Marina grabs a knife and investigates the sounds coming from the basement. Abruptly, Alex returns from work and nearly causes Marina to mistake him for an intruder. In that tense moment, Marina immediately realizes that Patricia is the cause of her declining health. She tries to tell Alex, but unfortunately, Alex dismisses Marina's claims. The next day, Alex sees Patricia's car number and remembers it resembling Truman's vehicle when he came to the office. Curious, he starts searching for Truman's belongings. Upon finding a photo of Truman and Patricia, he immediately panics. Alex confides in Mike, who confirms that Patricia is Truman's wife. This revelation further unnerves Alex, and he tries to contact Marina but fails. Ultimately, Alex decides to reach out to the police to promptly assist his wife. At home, Marina was on the brink of danger. Patricia appeared with malicious intent to end Marina's life. She restrained Marina, tied her to the bed, and forced her to swallow pills arranged to mimic an overdose. As Patricia was about to execute her plan, Alex arrived just in time. He proceeded to slap Patricia and push her out through the window. When Alex checked, Patricia was motionless, limp, and unconscious. When the police finally arrived at the scene, they did not find Patricia. The police helped calm Alex and Marina and ensured their safety. At night, the couple received a call from Robbie, their son. He shared that he was adjusting well in his new environment. But when Robbie returned to his bed, Patricia was already waiting there. They turned off the lights before sleeping together, and the movie ended with the ending you already know, right?